You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right? Some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this. Am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money. It's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time and I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you, right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Until we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo, 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 yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is power hour, high volume, hedge fund managers, making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way that they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, well, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you are doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal and what should I have done right there and why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go in too large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes is all the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, oh, well, I hope. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's coming down to support. Oh, it broke that support. Maybe this next, oh, stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? Like, oh, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right, how are you going to advance? Stop saying, woe is me. Stop saying, I don't get it. Stop saying, I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah, because you can't.
Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is a stream that has been created for traders. You, like me, like everybody that trades, right? We need a place. We need a place to decompress after the market because, if you don't know what you're doing, the market can be stressful, right? Well, not in American Dream Trading. We have an amazing mentor, Coach Chad W. Christian, who's a 33-year stock market vet that has taken upon himself to train everyday ordinary people how to become professional day traders. And he's done that successfully. He's created over 11 millionaires from people who knew nothing about trading. Half of them knew nothing about trading. He's also retired hundreds of people. There's so many people in here who have been able to leave their 9-to-5 jobs because of the training that they got from Coach. And he keeps it super simple, right? So if you want to join, the link is pinned to the top of the live chat. And also for those of you watching the replay game, it's not pinned, but it's in the description of the video. So go ahead, join American Dream Trading just by going to americandreamtrading.com. Also, none of us are tax or financial advisors. Everything that you hear and see here is for training and educational purposes only. Speaking of which, go ahead and make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Oh. Okay, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and sharing out the content because we are steadfast trying to get Coach to 15,000 subscribers. And right now we're sitting at 13,390, right? Only 1610 to go, gang. We're there. We're almost there, right? So the name of tonight's show is Post-Trade Reflection. So that's what we're going to be going over tonight. Right down there in the live chat is the stream link. So if you want to go ahead and join the panel and come on up here and discuss post-trade reflection, right? That's what we're talking about tonight. A lot of times we make trades and we don't really reflect on or journal what happened in that trade. Why was it successful or why was it not successful? So we're going to touch on a couple of those key points tonight. But hopefully you guys had a good day. I see F2 said he was consistent. Yeah, I loved IWM this morning. I jumped in that when it was going down. I made $90 real quick off of that. And I said, cool, I'm done for the day. I did not want to overtrade because I had also made about $20 off of, what was that this morning? You guys know, those of you that were in the pre-market with me this morning, I got into, it was 46.19 was my position. The hell was that stock? I think it was a 3-letter. I can't even remember. And I'm talking about journaling, right? I wrote it down and I don't even remember it. Oh man. I got to do this off memory because I remember specifically writing it. What the hell was it? Do you guys know? Do you remember? Put it in the chat if you remember the trade I was in. It was 3 letters. I think a P is in there. I don't know. I can't remember. Thanks, F2. I'm going and looking. I'm just going to go look at my history real quick. PEV. I had to go look at my little digital journal here. So it was PEV this morning, and I got in it at 446, and it went up to $69. I was a happy camper. I was trading while I was working out. I couldn't get out of that. I was in too good of a position, and it kept going up. And it did have some dips where it came down, but then it came back up. And I saw the volume in it, and I saw the free float, and I knew that it was going to continue with the pattern that it was giving me. You begin to learn as you put in screen time what these stocks are probably going to do. Not guaranteed to do. No, because we never know. Newscasts could come on, and we had, people talking on TV today. So anything can happen. You got to be prepared for anything. But if you're going with the technical analysis and everything stays status quo, it most likely will have a certain behavior based on what you're looking at. And if you're using the L2, and if you're looking at time and sales, you can kind of navigate the trade as you're in it. So I did, and I snatched $20 out of that. So nice day. I made over $100. I'm happy. Consistently seem to be doing that lately. I'm taking some small trades, but I'm letting my positions show on the screen for you guys that are watching me in the morning so that you can see I'm not, just blowing smoke up your ass. I've literally honed in how to enter, get in, get out. Today I scalped one of those trades for like a penny a piece. I did like 5 trades, quick in, out, quick in, out, quick in, out. Kept getting picked up at $1, got 101, 102, 105, got out. You know what I mean? Because it was channeling anyway. So I basically just kept taking a penny. Yeah, listen, if you take 10,000, if you have 10,000 shares, you know how much a penny equals? $100. So if you get good at making a penny in a trade, right? That means if you've got 10,000 shares, you can do the same thing. $100 every time you do it. $100, $100, $100. So Government Cheese taught me how to do that, and I'm doing it on the screen purposely so you guys can see how easy it is. All right. I've been doing my strategy. I get down and you see me. I'll move it up. I'm like, okay. But today it just kept saying, hey, I'm going to $1. Hey, I'm going to $1. So that's what we want to talk about. Post-trade reflection. I realize that I'm doing these things consistently, and I'm writing and I'm jotting this down, and I'm going and I'm doing my little checklist and making sure that way I can rinse and repeat every day because I have it to memory what I'm doing. Let's see. So, who do we got back here? All right, cool. Hey, Paul, what's up, dude?
How are you? I haven't jumped in for a while and looked like it was a little quiet.
I know, cool. Thank you. Well, I mean, yeah, they come in a little bit later, but yeah, we've been having a pretty full panel. It's been fun. Missed you. How'd you do today?
Today turned out fine. Had a couple go against me, but overall the day went well. How about you?
Yeah, I did pretty good. I was just telling them about pre-market trading. Made some money off of why can't I remember the name of this damn thing? Made some money off of PEV. And I've been showing my screen when I'm doing my quick in and outs in the morning lately. Just showing people how I'm getting in the weeds and then letting it go up a little bit, getting out. So just trying to show them that it's a process and it's not hard if they follow the rules and just do it the same way each time. It's really not hard,
Why are we all such rebels? We all got to break the rules.
Because it's what we do.
I know.
It's what we do. But yeah, so tonight's show is post-trade reflection. And it's basically going over, what are we doing after the trade? Are we just like letting it linger and just jumping into the next trade, or are we taking time to reflect on what we did? That's what I wanted to talk about. So the first thing I wanted to bring up was, what did you do right? Okay, what did you do right? That's the first thing you got to ask yourself after you finish trading. Did you enter at the right time? Make yourself a little checklist. Maria has the paper condom where you can make a checklist and just do a little quick, synopsis after the trade. Did I enter at the right time? Was it a solid execution? Like, did I do it strictly because somebody called it out and I just felt like jumping in off of FOMO? Or did I do a solid execution and wait for the proper setup and do it correctly? That's why I made money, right? And last but not least, did I manage my emotions in that trade? Did I do it off of greed, or did I sincerely see a good setup and act accordingly and got profitable because of that?
And those three things follow each other quick, don't they?
They do.
I didn't enter the trade right. I didn't execute it right, and now I'm pissed.
Yes. If you're not doing that, then maybe you need to go ahead, do the checklist so that you can say before the trade, make sure I'm getting in right, make sure I'm doing a solid execution. I know the EMAs, where they're positioned, VWAP, where it's positioned, and the MAs, and let me go ahead now and get my emotions together because I need to basically be a bot if I'm going to get in this trade, and just look at the board and see what it's telling me. Look at the chart.
Yeah.
Next one is, what did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong?
Every damn thing.
What did I do wrong? Okay, did you enter too early or did you enter too late? Did you enter at all? Right? Did you have analysis paralysis? Did you size your position correctly? All right. Did you say, hey, I'm going to swing for the fences and go ahead and bet my whole account on this one? Or I'm going to go way out of the money and do 5-cent contracts and barely get touched, right? And last but not least, were you influenced by fear or greed?
Yes and yes.
What happened with you today?
Oh my God. You know, all those things that you have asked, those last 6 things are all things that are good journal entries, right?
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yep.
If something didn't go right, you can pretty much run it through that 6-question filter.
Yep. You can make your journal like a checklist and then just put a little line under it and then just kind of write a little paragraph tying it all together, you know?
You literally could put those 6 questions down and then have like rows across like a little graph paper or something like that. Check those boxes and see how many times you check each of those boxes or don't check them. That's
and
true.
Then write your feelings, you know? Listen, I know I was wrong in this trade, but I felt bad afterwards because this, and this, whatever, you know. And even if you don't end up doing that, at least you got some kind of breakdown of what you did in that trade, you know. That's what you got to do, gang. Last but not least, and this is what we're talking about here, how should you adjust for the next trade? And we just basically answered that. Go over your checklist. You know, make your adjustments based on the answers that you just gave yourself. Well, I can't do that because I was, influenced by fear. And I entered too late because of it. I was scared I was entering in wrong. I didn't have confidence in the system and in the process and what I know is a good setup. So I waited and I got in too late.
Yeah, today was kind of a weird day because we had a little bit of chop in the middle, especially going into such a big topic where just the word tariffs was sending the market into a tizzy.
Yeah.
And then we were just in the, waiting for the news. There was a little bit of chop. And then once it kind of seemed like the market had things baked in a little bit today. So once that little bit of waiting was over and the news came out, then most of the market just kind of continued higher.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like a Fed interest rate day. We didn't get nearly the chop that we normally did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people, because the word tariff has sent the market down so many times, a lot of people had predisposed thinking to the downside. And I admitted before that came out, I said, you know what? I got to fight the fact that I've got predisposed thinking to the downside today, because that may not be the case.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, it just continued on up. So I had to adjust my head and just watch those indicators. And once it started moving up, just jump in and follow.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I almost gave some money back. I had a couple of smaller red trades, but I still ended up green for the day because of the trades that I took with IWM earlier. But after that, IWM got choppy as hell. I was predisposed to thinking it was going to continue to the downside because it had done so well in the initial part of the trade. And then it started getting choppy, and I was thinking, but it's making lower lows, so it does want to go down. I was cussing the buyers out, Prom. But you should have said, I'm like, what the fuck are you buying it for? Don't you see they wanted to go down? Why are you buying? What are you buying it for? They're just going to push it back down. Get out of there, buyers. but no, that didn't happen.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
I almost gave some of it back, and I'm like, you know what? It went what, like 10, $20 against me. I gave like 20 of it, but I'm like, I'm getting the hell out of here, and I'm staying there.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I was fighting it hard today because especially when we get those nice sweet moves to the downside,
Yes.
and then it's like the faucet just shuts off on some on those
Oh,
when
I
you get
hate
that
it.
when you get that chop both sides. So it's like it's super easy to think that, man, if it goes up, it's got to pull back down. And there
Right.
was like several of them just went up and just continued going up for the rest of the day.
I saw that Spy and IWM did that, and I refused to get in them because I said, as soon as I get in them, I haven't charted them out. So as soon as I get in them, I may get in them when they decide to do a pullback. I'm not one to jump in. I believe in that 5 to 7 candle rule, and it's like I see them going up, and I'm like, I'm not touching that, you know. So yeah. I'm
Uh,
like, see, if I had tried to stay to the downside, I would have been yelling and screaming all day. I wouldn't have flipped the script. I would have tried to stay down and it wouldn't have worked out. So it's a good thing I sat on my hands.
yeah, Apple actually had a little bit of a pull at the end of the day, but man, Spy just went up and stayed up and went up and stayed up and just kept going. So
Yeah.
if you got into puts against that, oof.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. It looked good. And I was pissed because I didn't, catch it when it started. But yeah, if I had seen that when the run started, because I did have IWM marked out at a certain point, and it tends to run with Spy a lot. And when it passed that double top, and I heard you guys saying, "Oh, Spy broke the double top," I said that means IWM probably broke it, and it did, and it was going way past my line. I'm like, I don't want to touch it. I don't need any retracing. I don't want to give any more of this money back. So
Yep,
I'm like, I didn't get in it at all. And I don't think that was fear. I really just think I was just being cautious and just not over risking, and not over trading. Of course, it
it's
was a
true.
beautiful setup, though. It was a beautiful setup. Okay, damn it. It was fear. You don't run away from beautiful setups, but, I didn't want to overtrade.
I know in the afternoon too. It's like I'm so tentative about even getting into a nice upside trade, just because those just for no apparent reason, you'll get that knife drop and it'll and it's hard to know. It's hard to know, especially if it gets a little janky on the way up. You gotta leave the stop so far behind it not to get ticked out on the way. That it
Right.
just seems like if you're not scalping the upside in the afternoon, and sometimes if it just out of the comfort zone, sit on your thumbs. We talked about that before that's happened. I'm like, you know what, new to trading, sit back and watch, paper trade it, have fun with it, learn from it. But yeah, it's everybody gets like in a heightened sense of alert to the point where almost they don't want to enter trades or they're fearful of things. And admittedly, I was fearful of some knife drops, so I got some scalps in, and then I just called it a day.
That is reasonable because we've been getting them. We have been getting knife drops lately. I'll never forget that one from Apple the other day. I thought I would shit a brick. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Or actually, it shot up. I remember it was stair stepping down nice. This was like what, yesterday or 2 mornings ago. Apple was stepping down so nice, and then all of a sudden, this huge gamma candle. I remember saying something, and then I heard you chime in after that. That I think Spy did the same thing. Like everybody, all of them kind of did that. And I'm like, what the hell just happened with Apple? But
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's you can't help it when it happens, but when it does, you just pray you're not in it. And
there
I
were
was.
there were so many knife drops today, and one of them I was just I keep just a little bit of pocket change in one account, just to practice, and I'll scalp some single shares while I'm waiting for something to occur.
Yeah.
And I went and hit I went to go flatten out the trade, and it took the stop loss out, but it didn't sell my share. So I was like, well, geez.
Oh my God.
Oh, it wasn't a big deal. It was one share, but I'm thinking, I don't know, kind of goofy. But there was a lot of knife drops today.
I'm pulling up my screen now. Come on up here, gang. I got the stream link down there twice. So you guys can come on up and share your opinions about what happened today. Did you do well? What'd you do? Talk to us. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Share screen. Ah, there we go. Whoops. There we go. All right, we got somebody else in backstage. Let me see who that is. All right, F2, come on up, brother. Uh-oh. There we go. Hey, F.
Hello, how are you all?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Doing
How you
well,
doing?
doing well.
Did you trade today?
I did. I did some Apple puts and calls. Actually, I did the calls first and then puts for a little bit and took my small wins and quit trading for today and just listened in all day.
So, F2, have you converted? You're an Apple chat guy now, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, I enjoy the support that the Apple chat provides, and it gives that extra boost of confidence in my decisions and everything. So,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's good to have David and Eric there to kind of guide through, and there's other people in there too who come in and chime in. Maria's in there, so it's nice. Hey, Forrest, what's up, buddy?
How are you doing, Don? I figured I'll use this opportunity to get more testosterone on the screen. Most of the last few weeks it's been all women, so there you go, 3-1.
All right, girls, help me out. But
I know
yeah,
we had
man.
estrogen. We had estrogen night the other night.
Yeah, yeah. My girls come up and support. I love them, but the guys
like-
do too.
They're like, do they even realize we're in the room? They're just like all talking like they're having coffee.
Yeah.
Oh man. What is this here that I have on this screen? Forrest, did you trade? Would you trade today?
I traded a little bit of IWM. I like IWM. It's gentle enough most days and cheap options to do one option at a time. And then I'm doing TSLL and shares, trying to do like 5 or 10 shares at a time. But TSLL has proven to be tougher than I would like. I've been kind of trying to figure it out for quite a while, and it seems to take me by surprise a little more often than I prefer.
Yeah, every night. Well, by it following Tesla, and Coach says that's one of the hardest ones to master.
Yeah, my dumbass keeps trying, but I think I'm gonna. I have Apple on my screen because tomorrow options are cheap, but I prefer to do shares, so it's even less risk while I'm solidifying some good habits here. So I might be doing AAPU tomorrow. I tried it a little bit today. It worked well too.
AAPU is, for those of you who don't know what small accounts, that is the shares of Apple that are, what is that, like a 2-3x
It's to the upside.
leverage?
Actually, no, it doesn't have 2 or 3x. It's just a small version, and then AAPD is the downside, and that's a 1x.
Okay.
But yeah.
So how have you done those before?
Yeah, I've traded those before. The thing is, looking at the chart of those is difficult. You really have to look at like the Apple chart, because these things, the candles can be really small and almost meaningless. Or if you actually watch Apple, you get a better idea of what's really going on.
All right, so we got AAPU on the left. Well, you know what? Tell you what, let's do this. Let's put Apple on the left.
Yeah, it moved almost $2 today, from $32.64 at the low to $34.30 at even higher than that, $34.50. I mean, it really does move pretty well.
Okay, so
I wanted to say thanks to Palm for all his help today. It was amazing. Good stuff as always, Palm. Thank you.
It's my privilege. I'm so glad. Just to be there. Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, that's I think what comes across the most is you are truly enjoying sharing your knowledge, and that's what makes it even better for us. Versus someone who's doing it because they have to. You know what I mean? You're doing it for a paycheck as a professor or something. Maybe it doesn't come across as sincere and as easily digestible.
No, I just enjoy talking. I just enjoy talking about the stocks and investments and stuff, and sharing ideas and stuff. So it works out both ways.
It's amazing.
These charts are like identical. So yeah, AAPU and Apple. For those of you with smaller accounts.
Hey, wasn't that the name of the shop, the shop tender at the 7-Eleven on The Simpsons?
Apu, yeah.
Apu. It was.
It sure was. Homer, go change the dates on the dairy products.
Oh man, but you know what? They're different right here, though. This looks flatter, and then Apple. Oh, okay. No. They look the same. Yeah. So what's different? Like, does this pay slower or something?
It's just cheaper.
It's just cheaper. Okay.
I mean, $34 a share instead of $240.
Dude, it's like, why would somebody go with Apple? Because they can go with options and get more money. Why not just buy the stock? Because, like, how much is it? It runs, what's that, $34? You can get like 10 of these. Well, that's why, because you can get maybe 10 of these. But if you got like, if you did the same thing in contracts, and you just got more leverage, I guess. But for smaller accounts, that's actually really good to just be able to buy a couple of these and just get a couple of dollars. See, that's the thing. I think a lot of people, and I'm just saying this from personal experience, don't really value the small wins. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not making nothing, but it's like we have to stomach that shit. We literally have to just bear down and just get used to just making smaller bits of money in order to get the big stuff. It's got to be done. And there's a lot less risk there because you don't have the gamma, you don't have any of the Greeks to worry about.
Yeah, I just did the math real quick on this one, and for the same price of one Apple share, if you bought AAPU, which would be 7 shares ish, it's a little not exact, but you'd make $14 on your trade if you happen to get from the lowest point to the highest point, compared to one share of Apple. The difference was $7 today, so you would have doubled your green with the same investment.
Now that would have been more
the same risk. Yeah. Well,
and
if
no
you
Greeks.
picked it right, yeah. If you did it correctly.
No Greeks. Gotta love it. I tell you what, and Mark McSee is really, shout out to him, because he's really, the whole no Greek thing with the futures and the margin, the way he's in and out of there, he just makes it so tempting, right?
Yeah, that's why I want to do shares and not options, because of those damn Greeks. Because the gamma's great going one way, but the wrong way, it can really hurt.
Oh, it spanks you.
Even when it stops you out, that you get gamma against you, I think, right, Paul? Isn't that correct?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
When an option goes against you and stops you out, for example, you lose gamma on top of just the premium stop price.
A little bit, because it winds up being kind of a market order when it dumps.
Yeah.
So, but I'd rather have that than have it, continue to go against me, right?
Oh, for sure.
We got a little more estrogen on the panel. What's up, Maria? Hey, baby girl.
It.
Hey, Maria.
No girls.
Hey, baby girl.
That's funny. All right, guys, keep up the weight here. We need another guy on the panel.
You're already outweighing us by 1.
This is not a competition, Pom.
It's 3 of you to 2
Come on,
of us.
Pebbles.
We need another girl up here. Come
Pebbles,
on, girl.
Waffle,
Let's keep it
DJ
up.
Vinny, come on.
Yep. Bucko, anybody. We got to keep this up. We got to fill the blocks before the girls do.
No, girls, come on up. They're
Jay
already
Uh-oh.
ahead by
down
one.
there. We got,
Net down there. Come on, somebody come up here and even the score up here.
I mean, there's a lot of dudes in the chat. I think they're making up for us all together. Lord, I don't see. Okay, what?
Are we the only girls in the stream tonight? What is going on?
Janetics is down there, but I mean, all.
Jeanette, get your ass up here. Leonard Jones, what's going on? P.S. Come on, Jeanette, please. I'll be your best friend. Remember that? I'll be your best friend. I'm on season 6, Maria. I love that show. Bad Influence, what's going on?
You're addicted.
I am. I'm going to finish that thing out.
Oh, Bucko504 said one female talks enough to cover 3 men. I don't appreciate that.
You know what, Bucko? Seriously?
And Jaynetic says she needs a string link.
I'll put it down there twice, baby. I'll put it down there again.
Now, I wanted to talk about the topic a little bit, though.
Okay, talk. Let's hear it.
But yeah, so in the beginning, I was journaling like, I don't know, shallow. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I traded, and this is what I sold it at, or you know what I mean? Bought, sold, whatever. But I wasn't journaling emotions, and I wasn't journaling entries, like whether, you know, I wasn't keeping track. And so I feel like Bucko put the stream link in there, Dawn. You can stop.
Oh, he did? Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you, Bucko.
And once I started actually journaling in depth and not just like facts, you know what I mean? Or like, I mean, there's still facts, but you know what I mean? Like strictly like going through my history and then just writing that down, not actually thinking it through. I think things started to change. So I believe in the journaling thing. It's a lot, and sometimes I have a timer set because I'll forget.
What, like by a certain time, make sure you journal?
Yeah.
And it goes off? And...
I have timers for everything. I've told you, I'm very scheduled.
Right.
Very scheduled.
You meant that.
Yeah. But, I have a timer to check the aftermarket at 7:30, and I all of the things.
Sweet.
But my get up time is not consistent. I will say that. My wake up time this morning, I was late as crap. But anyway, I had a great day.
Tell us about it, Apple.
Yes, tell us about it.
Yep. So, I got in calls, and I was really proud of myself because when David said he got in at 10:22, I got in at 10:24. So I guess I was a little bit late to the party, but it didn't not make sense where I got in. And listen to the, like, so I knew the meeting was this afternoon, so I'm preserving powder, which was a nothing burger. And, well, I mean, it wasn't, anyway, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But, so I bought out of the money. I think there were 240 when I bought them, the 240 contracts. And, so at 10.22 or 24, how much was the stock? I can't remember.
Let's see. Why is this not giving me? Oh, there it is. Where's the time at? Oh. 10:30, 10:34.
10.24.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, what was it at?
Right here.
What was the stock price? I don't know. I can't remember.
237.
Yeah, so I bought the 240s for $18, and they went up to like 120.
Wow. Okay. Well, you said that the other day you paid 18. Is that like your standard like?
Well, on
what-
Thursday, throughout the week they're more expensive, so I have to put more in.
Okay.
But on Thursday and Friday they are less expensive, so you don't have to go. You don't have to go out of the money as far. But on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I just have to spend more. You know what I mean? So I was
When'd
able
you
to
get
get.
out?
I got out. Okay, so I got out when it started consolidating. See that red candle, the two soldiers at the top right there? I shed one. Well, I had a limit sell to cover my whole price, like of my investment. You know what I mean? So then it's now free. But see there's a doji. See the 3 candle reversal?
Right here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I was actually in the kitchen, which is so silly because I can't see my screen, but I hear the ding. I'm making a sandwich for my son, and I'm like, what just happened? I either got stopped out but no, I had sold. And I was like, oh, okay, free trade.
Nice.
So, yeah, then we went through all that little consolidation, got super tight. I wasn't having a good time. So
We got talking going on the mic.
Sorry.
No problem.
Sorry,
Just
Dawn.
mute it for me, baby, until you're ready to talk. Yep.
Okay, thanks,
So
Dawn.
I think I sold another one. See where the next big rise, and then followed by a red candle that went down half of it, and then the next one engulfed it. I got out there again. I sold there again. I'm still shedding.
Yep.
And
We got
then
Jeanette in here too. Hey, Jeanette.
it went into some seriously tight consolidation, and I was like, ugh. I really like where I'm at, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell. And then it went up, and I would have made a lot more money, but whatever. I'm very happy with the trade, and I could have gotten back in, but I was nervous about the meeting, and so I just wasn't sure. And then I did get back in later, and that went well. So
Nice.
it was a
Good
great day.
job.
Yeah.
Good job. Nice. She is working that apple, Jeanette. You hear her?
I hear her.
Yeah. Fellas, we're even the score. Ha! Thanks, Jay.
You got it, girl.
Talking about too much estrogen on the panel.
Hey, well, there's 2 of us on this channel. Say hi, Forrest.
Hey, Forrest.
Hey,
Excuse
Forrest.
How are
She
there
just-
two
Is
of
that
us?
Mustang Chris?
What?
That's Mustang Chris.
That
I
is
know
Why,
that
yes, it
cheating.
is.
That is
I
cheating.
know that
You got
voice,
it,
and
girl.
I know they're friends. What up, Chris? How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good, Dawn. How you been?
Have you been trading futures?
No, I just been paper
Okay.
trading in the pre-market and trying to sort out a mobile setup for in the semi. I got it just about done. Trying to figure out how to get the paper trading to work with futures. I remember seeing some other people had trouble with that, and there was some kind of fix for it, but I don't remember what it was. I was going to ask in the futures channel.
Yeah, you said that too, didn't you, Maria? You tried to paper trade it, and I know I did, and I just, for whatever reason,
Well,
it's not working.
I can paper trade it. I just don't have real time. So that
Yeah,
is
that too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But how did you get it? Well, I'm doing it on my phone. You're not doing it on your phone, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get with somebody that's doing it on the phone. But what are you running into, Chris? Like on the phone, I'm getting into a position and it's not showing up.
Well, my issue with the phone is I have to do so many things on the phone for work that I can't really stay in a trade, and bouncing back and forth is just asking for trouble. So I got a tablet to use for the truck, and then I actually found one that has a nice big hand strap and that neck strap, so I can do the Flavor Flav thing like I was joking about.
Right?
So the mobile setup is all good. I just want to figure out how to make the paper trading work for futures and go from there. But I've been paper trading in the morning in pre-market, and it's been all green
Good
trades.
for you, man. Way to go. Yeah.
So thank you. And then we're going to start doing it with real
Well,
money.
at least you're starting it off right. You know what I mean? You're not using any of your real money. You're
Yeah.
using your training. You're getting consistent. You'll know when you're ready.
Yeah. It's just getting used to the wild, wild west that the pre-market is.
Something,
no
and I just
stops.
have to veer off for a second and get all like mushy for a second. You sound really good. Like you sound calm. You don't sound like somebody who's frustrated because they've been trading all day and the shit is just sucking and they're not getting hit. You know what I mean? I don't hear
Mhm.
any of that in your voice. You just sound like how
Yeah.
you probably were before you
There
got
was,
into trading heavy.
yeah, there was a lot of confusion and things were like I've said before, when you think you understand
Yeah.
something, but you're wrong. And that confusion that comes from not understanding what you did wrong and just not trading for a while and just watching everything again and
Yeah.
rethinking what you think to figure out what's actually right and then going from there. It's so much easier now, and then realizing how slow
Mhm.
everything actually is, and that being high strung and nervous and it just
Worse.
makes everything worse.
I said that this morning.
So just calm down, look at your L2, and basically the chart tells you where people are going to
Yeah.
be putting their orders at
Yeah.
if you're charting right.
Absolutely.
So
And I said that same thing to Callie the other morning when she was talking about her situation. And I said, somebody was saying, don't feel bad or something like that because, think about it. If you're already nervous and everything, and trading's already stressful, but if you're adding extra emotion into it, it's just going to make it a dreadful experience and you're just not going to want to do it, let alone succeed at it. You're not going to
yeah,
have fun at it. You're not going to want to do it,
Yeah,
know?
so
right. If you're coming into it and you're feeling like it's a danger zone or anything like that, you're nervous going in. But if you get to a point where you really
Yeah.
understand what you're looking at and you're not nervous and you're walking in ready to take some profit out of the market and that's your goal and you're going to, you're just going to wait for your
Yeah.
spot and hit it. It completely changes your attitude and everything that you think and feel during the process. You just wait for your moment, you hit it,
That's
and then
it.
you get out.
It's really that simple. And it's so funny because we tell people it's that simple and they're
Mhm.
like, okay, well, whatever you say. No, it really is.
The hard part is realizing
Yep.
that it is that simple and
Yeah.
letting it be simple. Yeah. I tried to make things so hard, and I think that's part of the messed up way that I do things is I do everything the hardest way possible to figure out where all the simplest things are and make it easy and then rule out all the other
Yeah.
stuff.
I think we all do that in a way. I do. I think we all do that in a way. And it's human nature. Because it's like it's human nature to look for the wrong in something, and it's a defense mechanism. It's like your mind wants
Yeah.
to prepare you for your worst case
Yeah.
scenario and ends up creating the worst case scenario.
Yep. Yep. I'm
Yeah.
guilty
Yeah.
of it too.
So, did you see how we started off, like our checklist that we went over? We had
I'm sorry, what?
checklist that we went over. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh, I just got in right when you
Okay.
heard me coming in. When Forrest was talking about Tesla, I turned
Mhm.
off the main highway and sprinted over to his house real quick. So that's as
We
long as I've been
started off
here.
with it's called post-trade reflection is what we're talking about. And it's like, well, what did you do right? Right. And if you just ask yourself these 3 questions, did you enter at the right time? You know what I mean? Was it a solid execution? Did you know what you were doing, or was it just luck or FOMO that you entered? And did you manage your emotions? If you just answer those 3 questions and just make your journal about that, then that'll help you going into the next trade. And if you did something wrong, well, what did you do wrong? Did you enter too early or too late? Did you size in correctly? Was it, were you swinging for the fences? And were you influenced by fear or greed? And Palm brought up a good point. If you just take all of 6 of those and make it into like a checklist, you know what I mean? It's a good thing to prepare yourself to go into. So if that's your post-trade game, you go through those 6 questions and answer them and then make your adjustments based on that. you go into your next trade, you're ready.
Yeah,
Would
and
you
I
guys
think
agree
it's
with that?
just so important that we focus
Yes.
on what we're doing right,
Yeah.
because those are things we can grow on, right? Like we don't want to grow on the bad things at all. You know what I mean? We can grow from them, but
You
it's
got to
just so much
acknowledge them and
easier.
move on. Correct them.
Yeah, but it's just so much easier to like add to your skills. Like the things you're good at, add to them. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't focus on what you're bad at. I mean, think about it. Like I don't mean just dismiss it, but grow on what you're good at. Those seeds, water those a lot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
think
It's
that
important
is
to
really
acknowledge what you
important.
did wrong, but you don't have to dwell on it. It's like, okay, this is what I did wrong. This is what I did right. Let's go ahead and focus on the stuff that we did right. You know what I
Right. And
mean?
then how can I make that right better next time? You know what I mean? Like what little nuances would make that better?
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Jeanette, did you trade?
I had an Apple option in the beginning of the day that worked out.
Okay.
But I didn't hold all day long. I wish I could do that. And I paper traded a bunch of double bottoms and double tops.
Nice.
Yeah, they were really good. I just need the confidence that they are what they are. Does that make sense?
What would help you do that?
Well, I'm double checking on the charts as they're live. I'm watching the stocks in action, and without the anxiety of taking a trade or not taking a trade. I wrote down like hood, I double bottom. Oh, this was the entry price, and where would I have gotten out? And they worked out very well today. So I took the emotion out of it, and I just went based on what I was seeing, looking for the
Okay.
setup, looking for the
You
three
should
candle reversal. Huh?
consider adding, was it the first double top or first double bottom, or was it the second, or was it the third? And then like how quickly did it come back there? Because that's one of the things coaches talked about a lot. Like this is a double top, but it came back really quick, so it's more likely to break through.
I watch
Or
for that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
how quick did they come
right.
back?
See, um, I don't have it in front of me because I'm actually on my computer right now with you guys, which I
Mm-hmm.
usually don't do. But one was a pre-market bottom, or like right in the beginning of the market, and then it pulled down like around just prior to 11 o'clock, and around 1:30 I called it a double bottom because it was closer, but I called it a triple bottom because of the beginning of the trading day. So it was truly a triple bottom, and then there was a lot of action pre-market in that same area, and I'm just going by, in my head. Also, there was a double top breakout on Walmart that I caught, things like that. So I just want to get more confident in those areas. And so far, without the emotion involved, it's working out. I mean, it's not going to be a big
Good.
deal anyway because I'm still smaller shares,
Yeah,
you know.
that's good. And
But
taking
I
the
am
that
getting a
helps you
little
take the emotion out of it.
right. So I am getting a little frustrated because everybody's making money, and I'm
Ignore that.
I put my
Ignore
own
that.
I still have my own training wheels on, and I do that for a reason because I want to make sure that it's a second nature, like Palm, like government cheese, or like Coach. They see it
Yeah.
and they take action. It's right there. Also, everything that Palm always talks about with the gamma candles, the gamma push, you know, um, in the channels, and you can actually cut the channel in half when it retraces. Did it retrace 50%, 70? Did it retrace 100%? I mean, all these things to consider when taking a trade. I just felt better today to go through my list as I'm going through my list, you know, A
Yeah.
and D, you know, from A to Z. And Apple was in there, and I would have loved to just buy my Apple, call, and leave it. It was choppy in the beginning, right coming out of the gate, and I waited. I did wait. But I you know, I don't hold all day long. But had I also, like Berkshire Hathaway B, I said, okay, I would EWO this, and that would have been a great option to hold throughout the whole day. It started at like $3.50. I would have ended the day at around, you know, $10 or more.
Nice.
That would have been great. You know, where it doesn't have such a whippy personality. So, you know, I'm going through. I'm still a little spread out as far as like not having 1 to 3 stocks that I'm working on. But you know, Apple is definitely one of the ones that on a daily. I love what David does. It's just amazing to me. And
Yeah,
to
I
see
thought
Maria.
Nvidia was your girlfriend. I didn't know. I assumed you
Well,
lived there. I always hear you talking about it.
Well, I was in Nvidia yesterday, and I had some good trades, and then I had some whippy trades that smacked me in the face. So that's why today I was like, you know, I'm gonna just take the emotion out of it, and I, you know, literally paper trade. You know, I'll buy here, you know, and I'll sell here, without the emotion involved, just to get, you know, my mental wrapped around it. That's it.
So, okay, so I got a quick question for you. You said
Right.
Nvidia whipped you around, right?
Mm-mm.
Did you
It did a
chart
head
it?
fake.
Did it?
Yes. Yeah, it did a head fake.
Hate
Yeah,
that.
it went above, you know, the spot, and it even held. It even held, and it smacked me down. You know, one of those whip times. So I was like, all right,
You know, I notice sometimes that, like, I don't know if it's institutional buyers that'll do it, but I have like Ralph, who's over in the futures a lot. He used to send me tons of videos about smart money and how they trade. And you know, a lot of times they will break and hold something, and then that's the setup. You know, it seems like it's called a
Right,
false breakout, and it looks
right.
like it's broken and held, but then it will whipsaw right. It'll retrace right against you, but you thought it was gonna break and hold because they had a broke through and a
Yeah,
confirmation
that
candle.
was the pattern. It held, and
Yeah,
then it smacked.
yeah. I look, I sometimes call me wrong in my entries sometimes, but I will wait for like a third or fourth candle for it to look like you know what I mean? And then I'll double check that I'm not shooting myself in the foot and checking to see if it's a double top or double bottom at the level I waited to get it. I don't just jump into it. I'm like how I am in the pre-market. I never just jump into a trade, which I used to do. I always limit buy in. So I never getting trades now without checking to the left. I'll go on the 4 hour just in case on the smaller time frame it doesn't show me anything, right? And see if there's something there, you know, because I don't like that whole I get in it and it turns against me. Somewhere there's a level there that caused it to do that. So it's like I don't want to get faked out. So I will if go on the 4 hour. The 4 hour will tell you so much. I
Oh, I
don't know
look
if you ever.
back.
Okay,
Oh
I was
yeah,
about to
no, I
say.
always look back. I
Do you?
absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
you know, maybe to a fault, like, you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but I
I
hate
had
the
to.
false breakout. I so hate the
Right.
false breakout.
Mom, you have anything to add about the false breakout?
Not really.
Okay. I know
Palm,
you
I
said.
demand you speak about the false breakout, damn it. You know
But you
about it.
just have your stop at the breakout, right? So that if it
Yeah.
is
I mean,
false, it's
Yeah, I
right.
mean, somebody, you know, there's obviously somebody's trying to reposition the price or drive it. But if
yeah.
there's nobody there to follow them, like if it's just one institutional trade that tries to do it and nobody else piles on, or they can't catch the momentum, then yeah, it just falls back on its
It'll
face.
fall back. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like lighting a bottle rocket. Sometimes you get a good pop, sometimes it just fizzles and does nothing. So if you
So
can get them,
basically,
then obviously then the second thing you're looking for is the confirmation candle behind it. And if you don't, and if that doesn't look like it's going to generate a confirmation candle, then go ahead and slide the stop up and grab all that money, because chances are it's just going to fall back on its face. But
Good point.
You can usually tell if it goes up, stays up, and it's and it's got pretty good price action around there. Chances are, a confirmation candle will come in behind it. But if you don't get that confirmation candle, you can usually tell, right? If something hammers to the upside and then another one falls in right behind it, there's good price action behind it. Otherwise, it's just one little soldier out there throwing money into the wind. You got to catch it.
Catch it if you can.
Yeah.
Did you see HIMS today? I know there's a couple people in our group that like to trade that one, HIMS. Man, I think they popped on earnings, but man, that thing that ripped like, I don't know, huge today.
Yeah, I have to go to
that just keeps going up and up and up. Oh, nice.
HIMS?
Who's your visitor?
Obviously, it's Spider-Man. Duh. His spidey senses were tingling, so he had to come see me.
Nice.
I've had Batman and Spider-Man all day.
Oh, hey, kitty.
I missed it. Come back.
Come back. Hey, Spidey.
There he is.
Hey, what are you doing there? You're supposed to be out helping people. Do you know how to do the web and like swing off a building? Oh, nice.
He said, "I'm not the real Spider-Man."
Oh man, I thought you were the real Spider-Man.
I love you.
You look like the real Spider-Man.
Say thank you.
Bye. Adorable.
Cutie.
Bye, baby.
What's he doing dressed up? I'm like, is it Halloween?
No, I keep, they have a lot of costumes because I always buy the ones after Halloween, like
I love it.
on super sale.
Yeah,
and so they have like a whole costume
year.
bag. So sometimes they're veterinarians or doctors or it entertains the crap out of them. So
that's
can you take me off the big screen now? Thank you.
Wow, yeah, HIMS did go up. Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait, Jesus.
Did HIMS have an erection? Can you take me off the big screen?
I'm so sorry. Hold on. Did HIMS have an erection? Can you take me off the big screen? All right, there we go. I'm sitting here looking at it myself.
Thank you, Jesus.
I thought I had shared my screen and I still had you up there. There it is. Man, this thing climbed, dude. Look at that thing. Wait a minute, how much is that stuff? Oh, you're kidding. Does this have options?
I believe so.
Yeah,
do
but
they have any volume? They didn't used to.
It does now.
It had to have volume to do this.
Look at
so many innuendos.
Look at the 90-day, Dawn. Or 30-day at least.
Let's see.
Well, not quite that much. That's like a monthly.
Wow. Speaking of innuendos,
is that the same thing as a 30-day?
No, look under range, not the interval. Under range.
On the left side.
No, farther to the left.
No, on the left side.
To the left, to the left.
To the left.
To the left. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep going to the left.
Time frame to the left.
Your other left right there. Look at the 5 minute or the 1 month right there.
Yeah, the 1 month.
1 month. There you go. Just click on the 1 month right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now hit your auto so it comes back in focus.
Oh, is that how you do that? You hit auto and And it'll
Yeah, click
put
the auto in the lower right-hand corner. It'll come back into focus.
No way.
Right
Right,
here.
no.
By
Up.
extended
left.
hours
Right there.
to the right. Right
There
there.
you go.
I did not know that, Palm.
Every time you click and drag the screen, the auto goes off. So you just got to
Oh,
kind of
okay.
That's
give it a
quite
whack.
the
Oh my
growth
God, I'm
right
always
there.
scrolling.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Yep. There's a couple people in the room that have been talking about that one from time to time when we talk about affordable stocks that are heading the right direction. So, yep,
So the black represents what? A whole month?
a whole day.
Okay. So all these black are days. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
right.
the gray is the pre-market and post-market.
And post-market. Okay. But look at here. These past couple of days. And this is today. Damn. I mean, it was riding flat for a minute here. It's got some serious momentum going.
They had news and they had good financials.
I think the baby boomers would really like this product, so it makes sense. Right, Mark?
So,
Oh, sorry,
for those
Mark.
that can't get it up, check out hymns. Wow.
Mark is not going to like me anymore, I'm telling you. But whatever, I love you.
Just last week you were defending him, and
I'm sorry, he always says he's a boomer, so he was like the first name that came into my head. But I'm gonna get off his line.
Okay.
I'm gonna get off his line.
It's okay though. He always says boomers don't get their feelings hurt, so he's good. Wow, Palm. Yeah, I guess we should continue to keep watching this thing. It's a good heads up.
So Gilly said it's a grower, and then Christina said not a shower.
It's a grower, not a shower.
We've been actually talking about that one for months, and that the company had potential. Unfortunately, I did not have any long-term positions in it.
Yeah, Ted, I think, was always talking about it, right? I mean, a good bit anyway. I hope he still has some.
Yeah, Ted did talk about that.
Yes, I remember that was like hours of fun with inappropriate jokes.
Gilly's down in the chat. Vegan knowledge. Hey, darling. She's working late tonight. Hey, girl. Hey.
Do you see what Christina wrote?
She just said, "Good heads up," literally.
Hey, vegan knowledge.
Getting on somebody's words.
Hey, Jay.
Jay said, "I have to be honest. I got gym members in to improve the bedroom, my relationship. What? But my wife won't go." Did I read that right?
I don't know.
I have to be honest. Got a gym membership. Oh, got a gym membership to improve the bedroom life of my relationship, but my wife won't go. So, maybe she doesn't have to go.
What? Hey,
girl. Hey, Bucko. Maybe you're the one that's got to go to the gym. I don't know. Wait a minute. Mark McSee.
I think he missed my comment because he said even Ray Charles can see that.
He
so
said
I don't
even
think
Ray Charles can see that.
Whew, I think I'm safe.
Yeah, hey, Mark, rewind just a little bit.
I'm trying to get her in trouble.
That's funny that he happened to chime in right after that. His ears were burning. What's up, KB? How you doing? Even Ray Charles can see
I gotta go cook dinner, but I love y'all.
I love you too, baby.
Have a good evening.
That reminds me of the meme that Bruno always sends me. Can't see shit. Of Ray Charles. Oh man. Well, guys, I love your faces, but I gotta go eat dinner.
Yipper. See y'all in the morning.
All
Thank
right,
you
brother.
guys very much.
Thank you very much for coming up here and even out the testosterone and the estrogen, helping us out with that. We
I
needed that.
tried.
We needed that.
I tried.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you more. Everybody have a fantastic night. Let me get the chart off the screen here. Everybody have a fantastic night. Thank you all for being here. Thank all of you down there in the chat for coming and hanging out. And we're going to go ahead and end with Coach's rules as we normally do. Hopefully you guys had a green day today. And if you didn't, if you had a red day, make sure you train more and trade less. Get off the juice. Don't keep trading if you're having red days. Take a couple days off, watch some videos, listen to the group, and get some learning in. All right. You don't want to keep chasing it if it's not happening right now. It's okay. You'll live to trade another day that way. Let's see here. Where is Coach? All right. Peace and blessings, y'all. Have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow.
Please follow the rules. Nobody go rogue. Some of the rules that we have to and live and die by in here is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your total account value in any given day. Make sure you have stop losses on each and every trade, regardless of shares and or options. Make sure you guys are practicing small base hits. Don't go for home runs. Allow the runners to run and stop out the losers. If you're a new trader, make sure you are paper trading using a simulated trading system such as Webull or some of the other ones that are out there. If you are an expert trader, please make sure you also are being careful the first 3 minutes and the last 8 to 9 minutes of the day. Those are the absolute most volatile times in the entire market. Also, if you're a newer trader, please don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day. Those are the most dangerous times.